Welcome to All Things Burkenbine, and I'm just trying to do for social media what Tom Waits did for optometry and lawnmowers. The art of chasing in an impossible situation, the act of chasing a dream may be the dream. Live love, love to live. Embrace consequences. There are none without action. Tin cans tumble and roll down dark city streets. Winds blow tumbleweeds across the plains. Bugs and rodents looking for meat. Dust gathers on a vacant windowsill. Dust gathers on what remains. What a crazy nightmare my life really is. Honey, there's gotta be a better way than this. Fighting traffic as days go by. At the end of the day, you have to ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. You can't go broke selling shit to an idiot. It's true. 'Cause I got those suburban white boy, free public Wi-Fi, keep getting knocked off the internet blues. You can't go broke selling shit to an idiot. It's true. And there it was, the truth. He was looking me in the eye the whole damn time, so I figured it out. And I've been waiting for someone, to be honest, to stop towing the line. And they never did, and they never will. Those lying bastards still lying still, but I know when the moment is right, the truth will find its keeper like a bump in the night. And it's all just a story, what we've been told. When we are young, we are taught to believe the bill of goods that we've been sold. But a truth that has been buried will just grow more pungent, sharper, and bold, like the prize of cheese that lies beneath the mold. It's always there, no disguise. It doesn't always call attention, but truth always looks you in the eye. Every time I drive away reminds me of why I want to stay. I can't wait to turn around and come on home. Every time I drive away reminds me of why I want to stay with you. I can't wait to share our home. Leaving is easy when you're looking down the road to new and brighter days. It's always hard to retrace your trail when life reminds you of darker stays. It makes you look into the eyes of the ones you hurt along your lonely, unguided ways. Turns out staying is easy when you find out what you want and need. The road ahead now calmly waits. The price to pay for life this way is a toll for the road I let lead, and facing the music and making amends to the family and friends who once believed. Everyone has to pay the toll for rolling down this road. Turns out staying is easy when you find what you need. Every time I drive away reminds me of why I want to stay. I can't wait to turn around and come on home. Every time I drive away reminds me of why I want to stay with you. I can't wait to come on home. This next one is 30 Days of Change. Walked a mile in those shoes, walked that mile 1,000 times a day. Traffic hits me at the crossroads, always leaves a bruise, so I never crossed it, always turned away. Going to have to do this someday. Walked a mile in those shoes, tried to smile through the pain. Can walk blind to that same crossroads, I know what that proves. Never win and never lose. Hell, I never even play. Same old shoes walk me here, they walk away. Change your life for better, change it today. To change those same old shoes, you need a month of Sundays. And a new pair of shoes, just for fun and game. 30 days of change could do a cold life some good. On day 30, I'll walk barefoot to that crossroads, 'cause my feet know to cross when my stubborn same old shoes never would. 30 days to break a chain, 30 days of change. Change a life for better, change it today. Change a life for better, can you spare any change? 30 days of change, can I borrow a cup of change? Change those same old shoes before they wear a hole. Change those same old shoes, it's time to smell new leather and break in a new soul. You need a month of Sundays, new shoes, new fun and games. A month of Sundays, 30 days of change. Little victories. Learning to crawl before learning to walk. Learning to let them know before you're gonna go. Learning don't touch that because it's too hot. Learning don't touch those because you were told not. The ABCs and arithmetic and history. Boys and girls, religion and family. Jobs and career, fail and succeed. Finding out what worked for you may not work for me. Little victories strung together may slowly win a war. But don't get so caught up in battle that you forget what you were fighting for. Time slips by when you're having fun. It really flies when you find something or someone to take your mind off the facts that this runaway train has lost the tracks. You spend most of your life being taught and told what to do, and part of your life trying to decide what's right and who was wrong, and part of your life realizing it was all true. You don't know what you've got till it's gone. And your kids grow up and move away, find someone to love and a job that may or may not pay. And they decide you were wrong even though they may not have heard all you have to say. And you go to work and do your best, hope you can be there for them when they're put to test. And you wonder where the time is gone. It's time lays your parents, family, and friends to rest. Learning, living, loving, and losing. We all have to deal and find what works for me. I remember being taught how to brush my teeth, to ride a bike, to say thank you. I remember the times Mom and Dad smiled so proudly. Little victories strung together will slowly win a war, but don't get so caught up in battle that you forget what you were fighting for. Dying since the day we are born. Your heart is tattered, your soul is torn. You want the love, but you can't ride out the storm. It's true, you've been dying since the day you were born. I know it's been rough and there's nowhere you can hide. I won't say you've lost, but you can't find your pride. It's time to start living, just so you can say you tried. Get a life, find a pet, love your wife, place a bet, change a light bulb for someone who can't, write a book and crack a joke, paint a picture and fix what's broke. Your money isn't any good here anyway. Truth is, your money isn't good anywhere, they say. Money isn't worth the price you hear you'll pay. So let's not shed a tear and get our asses in gear today and enjoy our broken lives anyway. Been dying since the day we were born. I met you, now I'm living like I won a war. It's peaceful in the eye of the storm, and I am sorry for those who don't have what I have to fight or let go for. Dying since the day we were born. What would this be without a song? We're dying since the day we were born, told we should do things this way and that, but think for our lives, but don't question the facts. We can be anything we want to be. The haves are always so negative about the have-nots not being positive. This makes life's little ledger full of red. Disease disappears, but sometimes it comes back stronger. We supposedly came from apes, but there are hints that we came from a leap that is much longer, but that is not often said. Isn't it annoying being told what you need? If you don't think outside that box you live in, someone will bury you in the life you've been given. Find your own rules and earn where you belong. What would this be without a song? Email takes the postman's job. Big box stores eat mom and pop alive. The internet makes it easy to publish, but authors will starve while web stocks thrive. Is anyone really making any money? It seems like the money is moving from one place to another. Workers making less and less. Today's winner just made back what he lost yesterday. Looks more and more like the future is a running guess. Stocks are all a bubble. It is all speculation for guesstimation's sake. Sure looks like the whole economy is going to do another double take. If you don't think outside that box you live in, someone will bury you in the life you are given. Find your own rules and earn where you belong. What would all this be without a song? Aren't we all just trying to prove some asshole wrong? Thinning of the herd. A home without a family is a house without a soul. Satan is lower middle management compared to a Wall Street CEO. Our wars seem staged every so many years. Ever wonder if a truth hides behind our fears? Politicians hide behind the word. Pay attention to the math. This is a slow thinning of a large herd. We keep living longer, almost twice a graceless age. Keep earning less and less of a living wage. Old believers hide behind the word. Pay attention to the math. History says this is a thinning of the herd. Fast food is killing us, while processed food is filling us, but we only think we are going to die. We live twice as long because doctor in business says we're worth more alive. The economics of it all is diabolical. The economy is built on health care, market share, a Wall Street dare, and a false idol's word. Look at history, do your math, follow the path. The slaughter and master's scare. It's another thinning of the herd. You work hard and you think you know what's going on. The best mousetrap ever built. Just look for the cheese and try to stand the falls. Government, church, and business have got you by the balls. It's in the history, the math, and the stories you all know. We all let this happen again and again. and we shall be reaped by what we let sow. Deadbeat, I don't want to be. I watch my kids never take my advice, make the same mistakes more than twice. Why won't they listen? Why is there no respect for me? Would it be because I walked out on the family? I've made my mistakes, it's true I know, but I'd never ever send you down the road I chose. It doesn't matter if his life is great or hits the skids. Every father wants it to be better for his kids. I didn't have a plan to be a better man. Didn't bend, so no breaks to catch. There are no 401k funds to match. Kids I haven't seen owe taxes to the government. No life, health, or dent for me. Working night and day to find a way. I'm still the deadbeat I didn't want to be. I think I owe everyone I ever met. I'm still trying to live up to their bet, working on something all of my time, and yet it's true what they say, you're a slave to your debt. How'd I wind up here? I'm not loose, lazy, or fancy free, but I have become the deadbeat that I did not want to be. Look in the mirror and what do I see? I'm a deadbeat and my kids won't listen to me. I'm twice the man that I used to be, but still not half the man I want my kids to see. Baby, I was born to fail. Just call me Chuckles. Laundry, death, and taxes. I smile while I can. These are the best times I've ever had. Mind is sharp, body is stronger, except it doesn't care if I'm happy. It doesn't care when. It doesn't care if it's peaceful or with a fight. I've tried so hard to improve on my faults, choices, life. Pick my fights and numbers I add. Days are short when I need them longer. So many projects to finish and begin. It doesn't care if it's peaceful or with a fight. Something is under my skin and it's taking a bigger bite. For the first time I realize I may not succeed, despite the effort of a lifetime. It doesn't care of my love for all I hold dear. It doesn't care how I feel when you are near. We will lose, it will win. You can't run, fight, begin. Sometimes there is only the end. Laundry, death, and taxes, stop digging deeper. Laundry, death, and taxes, nothing leaves you feeling cheaper. How will your health fare in a world of pretend? Nerves exposed and bare to what is eating the soul beneath your skin. There are days I could die from the thought of that pain. Strength. You see a rich man in a nice car. Got a big house, but did he come far? I see a poor man, still walking miles. Got no house, but he is all smiles. We all know people that are hollow, happy in the middle, born to follow. It's all about high, it's all about zero. It's about what people don't see or don't know. It's not about privilege or the money. It's about time, space, belief. It's about high or it's about low. It's not about a size. It's not about a length. It's seizing an opportunity and understanding a position of strength. Would you know it? Would you know it when it happened? If it bit you on the face, would you know the best thing that ever happened? The look, the feel, the smell, the taste. The story of a lifetime is not about the length. It's about knowing when you are in a position of strength. Thank you for your time. Everything. I want my kids to have everything I didn't have. I want my kids to have everything I had. I want my kids to live, love, learn, work hard, be happy, healthy, and never sad. I want my kids in college to be rich, frugal, and kind, to be good neighbors, to be about the future, and remember fondly the past they've left behind. I want my kids to be more than I ever was. I want my kids to be everything I never was. I want my kids to never do anything just because. I want my kids to live, love, learn, be happy, healthy, and never sad. I want my kids to have everything I didn't have. I want my kids to have everything I had. I want my kids to embrace the good and the bad. I want my kids to love their mom and dad. I want everything. Man in the box. Since you won't listen to me anyway, I can write down what you want me to say. I can add a little feeling. I can say it just right. It won't mean a thing, but it will get us through the night. There's a time and a place, and there's time you can't replace, to save words, to save face, when it's not about you. We whine and complain a little too loud, and bitch and moan in a public crowd, when it's time to shut up. It's not about you. It doesn't mean a thing to the man in the box. If there was ever a time, respect the man in the box. Don't speak out of turn. You get what you earn. Reap what you sow. Don't speak of what you don't know. All old advice that should be heeded. Is anyone teaching what once was believed in? We whine and complain just a little too loud and bitch and moan in a public crowd. When it's time to shut up, it is not about you. It doesn't mean a thing to the man in the box. If there was ever a time, respect the man in the box. Everybody gets to have that day. Respect the man in the box. Perfect speed. Perfect speed is when you have time for something good to happen, after things have gone all wrong. If you're still breathing, maybe it's a sign telling you to fix what's gone on too long. I've got my share of issues, but it's not all about me. Doesn't every man want to do all he can to help his family? I've turned down this road before. It all seems familiar. So far in debt, but no reason to give up yet, or to pass on your responsibility. I knew I should have turned left at Albuquerque. A few times in my life I've had a pain in my chest. I was sure I was going to die. And the bills are not what you think about. Surprise, surprise. Doctor said it's gas. This too shall pass. Love is about living, loving, and never saying goodbyes. Perfect speed is when you have time for something good to happen after things have gone all wrong. If you're still breathing, it is a sign telling you to fix what has gone on too long. Zombie after. Life is a death trap. You can say goodbye to everything and everyone that you hold, my dear. This life thing is a death trap. Ain't nobody living getting out of here. This is really happening. This is really happening. This has really happened. Zombie then, zombie begin. Zombie stay, zombie matter. Zombie fight, zombie win. That was then. This is after. You can say goodbye to everything and everyone that you hold, my dear. This life thing is a death trap. Ain't nobody living getting out of here. It's on these windy days that I realize I need to invest in a high-quality zip tie to hold my car together, says the poet who bowls. After all, this is a vow of poverty. The bowling gnome rolls on, shakily. My own personal surrealty. Good morning to the stray souls who wander into my blog space on this cold March morning. I'm enjoying my fresh hot coffee and peanut butter toast. You know who isn't enjoying it? Everybody on the first two floors of Everybody on the first two floors of my building. You see, toast sets off the smoke alarms in this place. Did I mention my 6:45 a.m. toast is on the day we did daylight saving time and lost an hour? So they think it's 5:45 and the smoke alarm's going off. I wonder through my own personal surreality, and the ultra-sensitive smoke alarm fits in well. I set it off once with no toast and a new toaster. It's perfect, really. The wake-up alarm on the phone is a harmonica doing something like the beginning of Your Mama Don't Dance. It's a great tune to snap you out of whatever dream you're having. Since I'm a perpetual victim of night terrors, and here you thought I was just a carrier, I like a sudden, peppy tune to pull me away from whatever demon is tearing my soul apart at the time. Then my mind insolently does the take a walk on the wild side deal. I compose myself, hopefully remember to get dressed, unlock the doors, and do my other required duties. The dog wakes up my wife momentarily to let her know the smoke alarm went off, and she ignores it and goes back to sleep. Today's thoughts and ideas are a touch esoteric. I like that word. The coming technology onslaught is going to catch the entire world off guard as robotics and artificial intelligence. By the way, that's a marketing word. There's nothing artificial about intelligence. You either have it or you don't. And anyway, basically, makes us all the obsolete mouth breathers and abusers of resources that the elite have claimed we were all along. The reason this will make the masses out of sorts is that they are used to having the curtain slowly pulled back as the new is carefully brought in, so as to disrupt as little as possible. We're at the end of that road. Intelligence increases exponentially. None of this is new or fictional. Over time, I wonder what else has been exponential. Population growth and its waste? I have another one. Lies. The lies of mankind, starting as one and reaching critical mass in leaps and bounds until it all smacks into the present that always masquerades as the future. Also, that demon in my dreams, maybe there's a reason I have watched it tear me apart, watched it eat me, as I lie there with my eyes open, unable to speak or move. To be honest, I'm not sure I'm even breathing while in this state. Maybe I'm the bad dream it was cursed with. Maybe I'm the one that can do this endlessly until I find the way to win. So let us refresh. Prisons can be, and are, anything and everything. Sex and pizza are always pretty good. Our brains tell us the sky is blue, not our eyes. And we all battle our own unseen demons. Do 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 do.